now you're seeing these crazy flavors like honey nut Cheerios or marshmallow cake s'mores or papaya cake fruit punch. It's just these crazy names that are not strains and that you never heard before. Chances are, if you hear anything like that, it's because this has been infused with artificial terpenes. And these artificial terpenes, you can just buy them online. There's hundreds of vendors online that sell these different artificial terpenes. And like I said, glazed donut, Oreo s'mores cake, any of these crazy names and crazy flavors that you can think of. And when you actually smell the flower, it actually smells exactly like whatever they're describing. So if it's like some type of bubble gum, it's chances that it will smell actually like bubble gum, which is crazy because most of the times weed doesn't smell like whatever the strain name is. Yeah, gelatos and things like that, they do have like a sweet smell, but bubble gum, there's no way weed can actually smell like bubble gum. If the smell is just too potent, if it just feels unrealistic and artificial, chances are it is spray weed. And I'm not gonna go too deep down that rabbit hole, but we're not too sure if this is actually healthy, smoking this spray weed, because it's so new. We don't know the long-term effects on smoking terpenes and all these artificial flavors. But back to what the whole video is about, whether you should hop on this trend. If you're a vendor or you're a brand, should you start having products that are artificially flavored with these terpenes and things of that sort? So here's my take on it. I feel like the spray pack era, this is here to stay, because if you look at the US as a whole, you go into the grocery store and you see things like, just take Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You go into the store, it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch butter, Cinnamon Toast Crunch whipped cream, of course the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch candy, Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal bars, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Pop-Tarts. The US in the times that we're in, we've amplified flavors and candies and cereals. We've made flavors a part of our daily life. Like what I said, you can buy Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavoring in almost anything. Now since it's in weed, like all these candy and cereal weed, that's why I think it's going to be extremely popular, because it's in everything else. They've already popularized it throughout everything else that we buy in society. Me personally, I'm more so authentic and I don't like to hop on trends, but it is here to stay. I think that the consumer base, if you think about people who smoke weed, usually the consumer base, as they get older, they start getting into edibles and they start getting into oils. They stop smoking weed. But then the younger generation who is coming up on this sprayed and this infused flower, as they get older and as more and more younger people start smoking weed, they're going to want this infused flower because it's just a part of their daily life. Like they go buy Skittles, they go get the Skittles drink, and now they go get the Skittles weed, even though Skittles is a real strain. But I'm just saying, for example, this type of over stimulation of flavors, this candy, sweet, sugary society is just in everything now. And now you're seeing it in weed, because now you're seeing all these like marshmallow cream cake flavors. It's not real strains, but they're becoming so popular because that's just what our society likes, especially in America. I can't speak for other countries, but in America, we're one of the most obese societies. We love sweets, we love candy, we love cereal. So it would only make sense to make that popular within cannabis. Again, I do think the infused flower market or the infused flower trend is here to stay, because the new smokers are the younger kids who like all of these sweets and things of that sort, and the older crowd that is transitioning into the edibles and to the oils, those legacy strains like the Durban Poisons and the Acapulco Golds and the OGs, the Granddaddy Perps, all of those legacy strains, these younger kids don't know anything about them. Those aren't going to be popular. It goes all back to supply and demand. If I'm a grower or if I'm a cultivator, I'm not going to waste my time trying to cultivate those legacy strains when I can just grow some gelato and then just spray it with all these different fake artificial terpenes and run it up that way.